Welcome back to a new video series. In this one we're going to be trying to take on one of the Expert Cups. So the way the Expert Cup works is that it's broken down into 3 stages, like a World Cup knockout stage. So once you win one game you go through to the semi-final, you win that, you then go through to the final. So the way it works in regards to what teams you play, so if you choose the Madrid Cup in the Expert mode or Barcelona, you'll only ever face Barcelona or Madrid players depending on which league you've chosen. So the first match will be the easiest one, and you will use their lower ranked cards. And then if you win that, you'll go to the intermediate one, or the semi-final, sorry, where they will use slightly better cards. This is the AI I'm referring to. And if you win that one and go through to the final, they will be using the best cards that are available. So what we're going to try to do is win the tournament. Now there is a little side objective where you've got a mission for each match to accrue 10,000 points. Now if we can get that done, then that's great, but that isn't actually my focus for this video, or this video series. I'm actually looking to just win the tournament, but if we can get the 30,000 point total and get the bonus, then that would be great, but otherwise we're not that worried about it. So I'm just showing you the cards that I'm going to be using, and I'm going to be using these cards throughout the entire tournament, providing we can get all the way to the end. Yeah, so Sergio Ramos is going to be captaining the side. So I've gone for a reasonably strong side, but not ridiculously strong. There are some more lower ranked cards, like Hayashi, the goalkeeper from Tokyo FC. He's going to be keeping net for us. We could have just gone for all the best players available to us, but I think that would have made it just too easy. So I've tried to do it in a way which does present us a little bit of a challenge going forward. So we're going to go with a free formation to begin with. We're going to have Paul Gascoigne in offensive midfield. He's going to be flanked by Raheem Sterling and Gareth Bale, and we're going to have David Trezeguet up front for our first match. Defensive midfield, we've got Fabinho and Emre Can, and David Alaba, Sergio Ramos, Matt Hummels and Kyle Walker in defence, and Hayashi in goal. On the bench we have Haaland, Iniesta, I'm not sure who that is, John Stones, Di Maria and Joe Gomez. So here we are on match day 1 of the Expert rank. Let's see how we can get on with this. So we're in the Barcelona Expert rank, so you can see that they're only using the Barcelona players. But if you look at the ranking, some of them are in the 90s, but the majority of them are in the mid 80s, and there is one person that's ranked 77 there as well. So this should be the easiest match. And because Sergio Ramos, he's the captain, he's got the captain skill, he's given us 2 additional skill points there, so we can activate more people, more players' unique skills. So what the hotline I've gone for, or first of all just should say Gareth Bale was offside there. The hotline I've gone for is Emre Can is playing a long ball up to Gareth Bale. Emre Can has the long ball skill, Gareth Bale has a speed skill, so he should be able to get onto the end of that quite easily. And then he's trying to play it across to David Trezeguet, who has the target man stat. So that's the hotline we're going to go with to begin with. You can see there, that was the long ball up to Gareth Bale, who's tried to play it through to David Trezeguet, but the new AI adjustments, they've really organised the AI defences much better. It's much harder to break through. I remember before the patch and the update, it was much easier. But that was a great ball up from Emre Can to Gareth Bale, although Gareth Bale's control let him down there, but he split that defence wide open to get the ball up there. A nice ball out there to the right, but then Gareth Bale has a heavy touch and can't keep the ball in his own control, but they knock it out for a throw-in. I've got Kyle Walker on throw-ins, so one of the most... Oh, that was a nice shot just to the wrong side of the post there. I think the keeper was rooted to the spot. But yeah, anyway, I've got Kyle Walker doing long throws. He has a unique stat which is not very common in the game. I don't think there's many cards that actually have it. But Kyle Walker's skill is long throws, so if you get a throw in the opposition half, you know, near the goalkeeping area, Kyle Walker can actually throw it into the penalty area, with providing his stat has been activated. But actually, I went to Akihabara over the weekend. They just had a through ball there, but Hayashi was quick off his line to snuff that attack out. Yeah, sorry, I was saying I went to Akihabara and I bought some cards. There's a card shop there which I go to, and they have an array of Footista cards, and actually that's where I got Paul Gascoigne, this variation of Gareth Bale and Kyle Walker. I also got a Wijnaldum card to finish off my Liverpool set. He was the only one I needed, so I'm pretty happy that I was able to complete that. Anyway, back to the match, and we've gone into half time. It's still 0-0. The formation, the hotline, we're now playing it up the middle. So Paul Gascoigne has a through ball skill. So we've got Fabinho playing it up to Paul Gascoigne, who's going to try in turn thread it through to David Trezeguet. I've got both my central defender skills activated now. Well, Sergio Ramos, because he's the captain, his is always activated. And oh, that was off the crossbar. That was I think that was Paul Gascoigne out on the from the middle. It's a shot curling in and off the crossbar, and that's another goalkeeping save, which has been pushed out for a corner. Played too closely to the keeper and he was able to gather that up. And once again, Hayashi quick off his line, sweeper keeper. To make the keeper run out like that, I actually have to hold the B button, which is to force your keeper to run towards the ball. So whenever I can see the ball's gone past my line of defence, I can push that button to tell my goalkeeper to run out, similar to what you can do in FIFA. There's a through ball there onto Bale, who wasn't fast enough. The keeper managed to get to there before he could get onto the end of that. And Fabinho is absolutely bossing it in defensive midfield. Every time the keeper plays it out, he's got that area completely under control. And that was a nice ball into Trezeguet. He should have probably taken that on the head. I don't know why he took that down to his feet, but the goalkeeper again was able to gather that up. Going into the 80th minute and it's still 0-0. This is actually supposed to be the easiest match. I don't know why it's not difficult. Like they haven't caused much of a problem going forward. I haven't really troubled my defence, but I've been completely unable to break them down. So we've got 3 substitutions going in. We've got Sterling coming off, Di Maria's coming on, we've got Haaland coming on, and I'm not sure who the last one was. That was Iniesta's come on into the middle of the park, and this is the Kobe variation of Andres Iniesta. But still unable to to break through, going into added time now as well, so the match is pretty much over, which means we're looking like we're going to go to a penalty shootout. But we've given away a free kick right before the final whistle. This is probably going to be the last kick of the game, and Barcelona make their final substitution at the same time. And that's played straight into, once again, Sergio Ramos was able to get in the way of that. So that's 0-0, so we have our first penalty shootout. So the way penalty shootouts work is you have no control over this whatsoever, you literally just sit back and watch. So we've scored and they've scored, and Bale's up to take our second penalty, which he's blasted into the top right. The keeper was never going to get that. This is Lionel Messi and he's played it to the top left. Got Di Maria taking our third penalty, which is saved. Got Vidal taking their third penalty, which is also saved by Hayashi. Paul Gascoigne has just booted it into the top right for us to get our fourth. We've got Iniesta taking our fifth one, which he has scored. Now if we save this, we've won, which Hayashi has actually saved. So not only have we had our first penalty shootout, we've had our first penalty shootout win as well. So that means we've gone through, we've successfully gone through to the second round of this Expert Cup. If this was supposed to be the easiest match and we only won it on a penalty shootout, then the next one should be much more of a challenge. Probably going to have to make some formation changes, maybe some player changes. Certainly going to have to address the hotline. And we got to get a total of 30,000 points over the 3 games, and we only got 4,700, which means yeah, we're a long way short of getting that 30,000 target. But okay, that's us safely through, and I hope you'll come back and join me in the second video where we will take on, in the semi-finals, a much stronger Barcelona side. Thank you for watching.